Hi everyone. Oh, look at this. Is this working? How are you all doing? Happy summer. School is out where I'm living here. The first days of summer break for our kids. So we have the entire summer ahead of us. We're pretty excited. We go on a trip soon to see my family, and we can't wait to get a little bit of rest. So if you're watching live, please say hi, wave at me so I know that you're here. And if you're watching the replay, thank you so much for watching. So what are your summer plans? Let me know. Are you having any fun things planned for the summer? Are you staying in town? Are you going somewhere? You know, I'm always gathering ideas on what might be fun to do in the summer. So anyway, the topic I wanted to talk to you about is something that doesn't really fit into summer. At least I hope it doesn't for most of you. And it's one of my favorite topics. It's stress. And I know we don't want to hear about stress in the summer, and I hope you have a relaxing time in the summer and you do a lot of fun things that do not stress you out. But what happens when you get back to work? What happens when the kids go back to school? You know, everything is back into a regular routine. You a little silently fear or dread that time because you feel it's going to get stressful again, and you might feel this very tight chest or this anxiousness of handling all the things again that come up. Or maybe you have a stressful job in itself, even in the summer, and you dread going there in the morning because you know it's going to be maybe confrontational again, or you know there are colleagues you can't really get along with, or there any issue that you know your stomach put in little knots, these kind of things. Do you know what triggers stress for you? Let me know if you know, because oftentimes we just have this feeling, this physical reaction, but we don't really think about what triggered it or what actually brings it on. Sometimes we know very well, and oftentimes we know it well when it's external, right? If it's linked to a person. We know, oh, this person, if this person says something, I react immediately. And often that also happens with spouses, right? We get annoyed with them, when they say something. So we can tell if it's related to another person. But do we feel our internal stressors all the expectations we put on ourselves, everything that we feel we should be doing, right? We define ourselves about how productive we are. Oftentimes we want to feel validated, and we think the only way to get validated is to be measured by our productiveness. And if we go around and we say, oh, we're so busy and we have a lot on our plate, we feel it's something that is our duty. That's how we need to live our life, right? We need to be busy, to be accepted, and also to accept ourselves. Because, let's face it, if we would go around and say, well, I'm lazy, and I like to be lazy, and I like to lie on the couch all day, if we would go around saying this, then we fear that people would judge us, right? They fear that people would think, oh, what's wrong with this person, right? And it's not nice. So we would never say that. We kind of hide that from other people because we feel we only get validated, accepted, and respected if we're busy all the time. But with that, we bring a lot of stress on our body, a lot of stress. And most of the time, we're not very well equipped to deal with all this stress. Because while it is accepted in society that we're stressed out, and we are someone if we're stressed, there's not a lot of education around how we can mitigate the stress, what we can actually do to feel less stressed and still be productive. And actually, that's the better way to be productive if we're not stressed. And yes, it's possible too. But do we know how to get there? To feel completely relaxed in all of our day, to never trigger our stress in our body. That would be awesome, wouldn't it? And I believe that that's true. because stress has always been my nemesis too. And I went out to look for answers because I didn't want to live this stressful life anymore. It's no fun. You know, it's not fun for my body. It's not fun for my brain. You know, feeling stressed and being uptight and angry and annoyed and irritated, it's no fun. You know, we don't like to be that type of person. Wouldn't you agree? Let me know if you like to be that person, or if you rather live a life where you feel relaxed at all times, but still feel productive and enjoy your life and do what you want to do. That's the ideal. And so I went out and I was looking for answers on how to get there. And there were a few things that I learned on this journey so far. And that's getting really into the nitty-gritty with ourselves. Meaning we have to look what's really triggering us all the time. What is it? And oftentimes it's a mixture between external and internal triggers. You know, it's our belief system, how we view the world, oftentimes our limiting beliefs. It has to do with our upbringing, how we react to stress. Of course, our environment. But to be honest, we can't really change our environment. Right? We cannot choose our boss in most cases. I mean, yes, we can choose our spouse. But then again, there are so many people we can't choose to be around, and still we have to be around them. So we have to find a way to deal with them in a good way that it doesn't affect us in terms of raising our stress level and increasing our health concerns. And you know, when we have a chronic health condition, stress is always an underlying cause of that chronic condition, no matter what it is. And in fact, we think that 98% of our chronic condition has to do with the ill effects of stress. So stress is everywhere. We can't avoid it. So we better get used to it in terms of how do we react to it and what can we do that it doesn't affect us. So I went out to organize a workshop around that topic. And if you are here in Ottawa in September, on September 12th, I would really like you to join me to discover what are your triggers. What does trigger stress in you? How do you react? What type of stress handler are you? Are you a person who fights? Are you a person who likes to flee? Are you a person who likes to freeze? And knowing that is very powerful because that shows you how you react in certain stressful situations. So we will uncover all of this, and I will share with you tools that you can apply right away when these triggers approach you to stay calm and stay relaxed and on top of things, that it does not affect you like it used to in the past. You know, and that really creates magical freedom. It really does. When you stay calm, you know, and alert, you will feel such a improvement in your quality of life. But what do we do now when we're already stressed and we can't seem to get out of there? Well, the knowledge is one thing, knowing how we react to it. But of course, there are also things that we can do to support our body, like nutritional support, and knowing about certain types of food, that if we can take them in certain stressful situations, they are beneficial for our body, as the body needs more minerals and vitamins when we're stressed. It runs through them much faster. So having those tools at hand is really powerful to help you on your journey to be less stressed. So if you're interested to join me, I have created a Facebook event. You can find it here on my page. On my Facebook page. It's called the Stress Busters Workshop. It's happening in Ottawa on September 12th, and I would really like to see you there. And right now I have an early bird price. If you sign up the next few days, you can benefit from that reduced price, and closer to the date, the price will go up. If you know someone who might benefit from this workshop who lives in the Ottawa area, please share it with your friends and family. I would be very grateful. I'm very excited to share this material with you. It's all new material. It has never been taught before in that combination. I'm really excited to bring this to you here in Ottawa. So I hope you have a wonderful rest of the evening, and I will see you soon. Good night. Bye-bye.